That. From one uplifting story to some uplifting breaking news in the push for equality, the Senate has passed truly historic legislation to outlaw workplace discrimination against gay, lesbian, bisexual, or transgender Americans. All 55 Democrats and a handful of Republicans united to get this done. Of course, this still has to get through the House, but hey, it's a victory, so we will take it. And obviously, with the news we saw out of Illinois this week and potentially Hawaii and New Mexico in the coming days, the nation appears to be rapidly accelerating in the direction of equal rights. There's certainly a lot to get to with our very good friend MSNBC's Thomas Roberts, who is in Russia gearing up to host the Miss Universe pageant as an openly gay man. And Thomas, we are dying to hear how things are going so far, but first want to get your reaction to something I know you're passionate about here at home, the Senate's decision today to outlaw workplace discrimination against gay, bisexual, and transgender Americans. I mean, to think just two decades ago, Congress rejected same-sex marriage. Attitudes are obviously quickly evolving toward gay rights. How important is this vote?
Well, it's extremely important, Abby. I think that we have moved forward as a country in leaps and bounds. And as you point out, it wasn't that long ago that we had major steps in reverse. But as we look at where we are today and the Senate has moved forward, we know that it still has an uphill battle over in the House. And meanwhile, this is something that has languished for a long time. And we have openly gay members of Congress who are serving now openly, which I think makes a big difference. We certainly have major straight allies in America that would like to see something like this pushed forward, but just seeing it pass through the Senate certainly doesn't mean that it's going to pass through the other side and live to see the light of day.
Thomas, what do you make of the somewhat scrambled politics on this? Barring discrimination was supposed to be the easy step, introduced originally decades ago. Gay marriage has thought to be more divisive for many religious and political reasons, and yet we're seeing more progress on marriage equality around the country than we are here on this federal ban.
Well, absolutely, Ari. We're seeing much more forward progress on marriage equality, with Illinois moving forward this week to allow that state to allow same-sex marriage rights to lesbian and gay partners. But we still have a long way to go. And meanwhile, think about what ENDA really is, and it's not so much a special protection for the LGBT community. It's basically a BS detector for homophobia. And there really is no reason not to have something as simple as that in most of our everyday lives now, especially since we know where the White House stands, we know where the Supreme Court stands, and now we're watching, like a domino effect, state by state marriage equality going through. So it's only a matter of time before this actually happens. But I like to think of it as a, BS detector for homophobia.
I think that's really